Thank you, Senator Griffo. I will be brief but sincere. The guts of this bill is a bill that we passed previously. There is a fund in the state of New York which we grew to $69 million, the Electric Generating Facility Mitigation Fund. This legislation would expand those eligible entities to include school districts and to allow for a school district's tax stabilization reserve fund for districts that find themselves on the short end of a massive tax certiorari proceeding. This is a statewide bill. It allows for access from school districts all across the state of New York. On Long Island, in particular, and in my hometown of Huntington, there is an extraordinarily egregious and acute set of circumstances that is facing the town of Huntington, the Northport School District, the taxpayers of all the school districts in Huntington. It affects Senator Laval, it affects Senator Gorin, it affects Senator Kaminsky, it affects a number of colleagues on Long Island, but also in the state of New York, and this is not a case of first impression. The magnitude of this issue is such that the pending court case that involves LIPA suing these entities could have an impact on the low end of $500 million, and as time moves on, upwards of $700, $800, $900 million in back taxes that would have to be paid immediately. If that were to be the case, and we didn't do something like this to help ameliorate that situation, the community of Huntington, or the township of Huntington, and the Northport School District will be absolutely devastated. Absolutely devastated. It will also adversely affect the county of Suffolk, who would have to front this money and then charge it back to the people who live in the town of Huntington. This is serious business. There is a pending court case. There is an ongoing trial right now. And I hope some of my colleagues never find themselves in this situation. But it has happened in other communities across the state of New York, but all of them put together would pale in comparison to what is pending in this litigation right now. The town of Huntington, in a bipartisan capacity, unanimously has supported this bill. We have worked on this in the past, and this is sort of a preventive measure in light of what may happen. Because I guarantee you, while this may not seem to affect everyone right now, if this court case goes the way a lot of people are talking about, I'm talking about the utter devastation of several major communities on Long Island. I bring this with the utmost sincerity. I hope that the body would consider it, and if we don't consider it now, we'll be back here someday considering it under much more dire circumstances. Thank you, Mr. President.